What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show a blitz game that demonstrates the power of a good old pair of connected pass pawns. So let's get into it. Alright, so I'm playing black here and he plays d4, I play d5, and he plays bishop f4, which is the London system. And I like to go c5 against the London system, but first I'm going to bring this knight here and then c5. I think this tends to catch London players off guard. And alright, we're just going to keep developing pieces and bring the queen to b6. I played this position as black. He brings the queen to b3, and immediately I'm just going to attack it. He takes, I take, and now, if you notice, I have these pawns pointing towards the queen side. So, which side do I have more space? That would be the queen side. So, my play is mainly going to revolve around that side of the board, and I could immediately go b5, b4. First, I'm going to just try to develop my pieces. So this is all pretty straightforward. We just spend some time, both of us, developing the pieces. Here I play h6, which I should have done earlier, just to make sure my bishop has a little pocket and he can't take it. This bishop is usually pretty strong. So here white plays move b4, and already black has a pretty significant advantage, but you have to play this correctly. I played against this before, and I played a takes b3, which is actually a mistake, because if you notice in this position, it actually opens up his bishop, and he ends up getting some pretty easy play here. So I learned from my past mistakes, and I played the move rook to a3 here, which is actually the best move. You're pretty much attacking this pawn, and you're also getting ready to castle and bring this rook over here and just put pressure on this pawn. And you'll see he gets tied down in defense of these two pawns, and it's kind of difficult for him to play. So he defends the pawn, and I push b5 just to solidify this in. He plays knight to b1, and already I'm calculating trying to take, and if he takes here, I get this pawn. If he takes here, I get this pawn. But it didn't feel right, because if he took and then I took, it felt like he could get some pretty quick counterplay since I'm not developed, even though this is still better for black. And actually, after bishop takes, rook takes, this move is pretty strong because you're just going to win this pawn. But I missed 94, so I just decided to drop my rook back and just keep playing with the slight advantage. And I really just wanted to develop my pieces, so I just did that. Definitely didn't play that in the best way, but it's all good. We're still a little better. He plays rook a2 because I'm about to go here, and he wants to make some room to bring the other rook to defend this pawn. And here, if you just evaluate this position, you can see the black is better because I have no clear weaknesses, and he has a pretty clear weakness right here that I'm just going to be trying to put pressure on. But there isn't really any way to win this right away, so you still have to be pretty patient. And I mean, I just started bringing my pieces to the center. We traded off some material, and I just started bringing my king to the center of the board. Here I went g5, so I could start bringing my king in because it's the endgame. I want my king close to the center. And I mean, he tries to do the same. And here, I'm not going to lie, I don't really have much of a plan because this is defended pretty well. I do have more space, so I could potentially bring the rook over here. But this is the type of position where I'm kind of just making moves and just trying to get him to make a mistake. But I feel like that's the main way you're going to win this. And I just struck in the center because my pieces are all pretty good. I have more space. My king's already in the center, so why not? And I just really solidify this bishop now so that if he ever takes, I can take and have a passed pawn. He gives me a check, but it doesn't really do anything. Here, he takes my bishop, which pretty much plays right into my hands because you're essentially giving me this monster passed pawn that is just always going to be an issue. And you're never going to be able to get rid of it because this is just way too solid. There's no way to attack the base of the pawn chain right now. So I just have a long-term advantage here. And here, I kind of just kept maneuvering around. You know, you're still not going to win this right away. I just brought my rook back, attack his pawn, and send my rook over to this open file. Just nothing concrete yet, but it's getting difficult to play for him. He moves his king, and I go straight for this weakness. He tries to defend it, but there's this check, which is actually a very common tactical theme that just pushes the king away so that you can win this pawn. And this is where I will show you guys the power of the connected passed pawns. This is still the type position where you don't need to rush anything, and you need to be patient because I'm not going to lie, here already, I was thinking I want to move this rook out of the way so that I can start pushing these pawns, but I don't have anywhere to move it. So I was trying to see, okay, what if I go here? But then he can take, probably go here. And I was trying to calculate all of this and just see, like, is this winning for me? Which it might be. I'm still up a pawn, and he has some pretty clear weaknesses. I'll probably take here, but back gets very complicated. And like I said, there's no need to rush because here you get rid of the passed pawns. And it's a move I was seriously considering, but it's very impatient. So I I don't know what I did actually. Yeah, I just literally just moved my rook back. So I was like, well, just make a move, bro. And immediately he plays a move that just makes the game way easier for me. Brings his rook down here. It looks like it makes sense. He's attacking here, bringing his rook to a more active square. But now I can get into the back rank and I can just start pushing these pawns. And I mean, he took, but it's resignable. I just pushed this pawn and yeah, he just resigned on the spot. There's literally nothing you can do about that. And this is the main moment I want to show. In this situation, the most important thing is keeping the connected pass pawns intact, because connected pass pawns are probably the strongest endgame asset you could possibly have. So that's why it's better to just wait. And even if he just moves his rook along the back rank, something's going to happen eventually. I could start bringing this rook in, and it's just going to be really annoying for him. So yeah, that's the game. Also, I want to let you guys know that I still have a couple coaching spots open. If you're interested in improving your game, just shoot me an email at the email that I put in the description. And other than that, if you enjoyed, then please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.